Thanks for joining us for Take 10 Tuesday. I'm Lucy, and we are going to do a nice seated practice today. So I would like you, especially if you're at an office and you're sitting there and you're just kind of scanning through and not giving yourself a break for lunch, which you should be, but I get it. I want you to just sit comfortably. And we call this in Tai Chi our Wuji posture. You can do this seated or standing. And it's almost as if you're feeling a string holding you up. This feels effortless, as if something else were doing it, as if there were a core of energy that were lifting you up. So if you don't connect to the string idea or even a bungee cord idea, and you do connect to that core of energy that runs through you, imagine that that is gently lifting you up without you having to force anything. The other thing is, you might want to imagine like the top of the head being a magnet and the sky being the opposite magnet up there, and that gently lifting you up. This creates space in between each vertebrae, and it's very gentle. So it's not you pushing up, it's just this feeling of gentle lifting. That's what you want to start cultivating into your practice. So we begin there just by settling in and noticing the breath. The belly rises and falls with each inhale and exhale. So take a moment to just notice that. Let your eyes relax. Let your jaw soften. Let your shoulders drop down. And if you're holding any tension in your low back, see if you can just lengthen the tailbone down as you feel that gentle lifting up at the crown of the head. This should feel very comfortable and peaceful. So feel it for yourself and drop yourself into the most comfortable position that you can be in your body. We're going to begin by just rounding the back and lacing the fingers together, just seeing if we can just bring in some energy, and then lengthen up through the crown of the head. Press the palms up. They don't have to be up like this unless that feels really good, but you can keep your joints nice and soft. Then you're going to bend to your left. I'm going to my left. And that bend, you're just dropping the hip down, lifting the rib cage gently away to lengthen, not forcing anything. Again, unless that feels good to you. Coming back up to center, and then over to the right, and the same thing. Drop the hip down, gently lifting the rib cage away. You may bend farther than me, you may not. And then coming back up to center and rounding forward again to get that articulation in the spine. So we're getting that articulation of just rounding and stretching and lengthening, and then lateral movements in the spine. But the key is, what do you want to bring in? What are you gathering with your hands? What are you putting through your body? What is it that you need for today? Do you need a spark of energy? Do you need clearing and calm? Do you need just a moment to move your body? All of those things are good, but it's important that you have that intention. So come with me again, and my intention, I think this time, is to create that centeredness in my body. So I begin like this, rounding forward and gathering that sense, the felt sense of being rooted, bringing that up through the body, feeling it through the spine, through my organs, and feeling it go through the crown of my head, even rooting my thoughts. And then gently bending over to the side. I feel a nice stretch on the side of my body, and gathering that energy of rootedness in the right side. Then I feel my rootedness in the left side. And that is reinforced with that gentle sit bone dropping down into the seat beneath me. And then I come back up to center And that same rooted feeling, I wash it all the way from the crown of my head down to my feet as I stand or sit tall in my posture, just noticing how that feels. Let's try it one more time, and I'm going to do this in silence, and you just see if you can just cultivate, even if it's for one moment, that felt sense of what you're going after, what your intention is. And maybe it's quiet rootedness, maybe it's that spark of energy, right? Begin. And then take a moment to just notice how you feel. Does the spine feel a little better? Do you find yourself quieter, feeling a little more rooted? And if this works for you, then these practices are going to be empowering for you. And you may want to check out the other Facebook Lives to kind of begin your own practice, or go to our YouTube channel if that's a place that you might get inspired to do some more movements. And you may also want to check out our website and check out the course that I have online, the Tai Chi course. If any of these practices are good for you, give me a thumbs up, and also in the comments, let me know what it is that you would like to try in these Take 10 Tuesdays. I'd love to hear from you. All right. Take care, have a great Tuesday, and I will see you next week.